Bratstvo was a multi-purpose tween-decker freighter owned by the Black Sea Shipping Company, one of the Leninsky Komsomol class of cargo ships. It had steam turbine engines and oneproject 567K. History. Construction. The keel was laid on the 20th of September 1962. She was finished in December 1963. The ship Bratstvo was delivered to the Black Sea Shipping Company on 29 December 1963, around Africa. Due to the Suez Canal being closed from June 1967 until summer 1975, the ship Bratstvo went around Africa if her voyages were to Indian Ocean ports or to Far East ports. The ship had also voyages to Cuba and Syria. The ship sailed from Antwerp on 19 January 1973, bound for North Korea via Las Palmas and around Africa. Later in the year 1974, she sailed from the Black Sea to QASR Iraq, a voyage which took her around the Cape of Good Hope. The ship visited Cape Town for bunkering when rounding the Africa. The photo. The ship during a visit in Cape Town. The Yom Kippur War, Ramadan War, or October War, also known as the 1973 Arab-Israeli War, was a war fought by a coalition of Arab states led by Egypt and Syria against Israel from October 6 to 25, 1973. A total 23 or more Soviet merchant ships carried military cargoes to Syria and Egyptian in October and in early November, 1973. The ship Bratstvo was one of 8 Leninsky Komsomol class of cargo ships which took part in this transport. According to U.S. information, the ship Bratstvo visited Syria one time. The ship sailed from the Black Sea, past the Bosphorus on the 18th and arrived at Latakia on the 20th of October 1973. The sailors of the civil merchant ships were not only witnesses, they were also participants in the ongoing war, as the ports were exposed to air bombardments by the Israeli Air Force. The ship Bratstvo arrived on the 20th of October 1973, continued to discharge ammunition during the air raids. The photos. Soviet cargo ship Bratstvo at anchor off Kuwait in March 1976. Steam turbine runner Bratstvo in August 1978. Collision during the last voyage. The ship Bratstvo loaded wheat in bulk in Canada and sailed from Port Cartier, Ontario, for Odessa in early September 1984. When the ship passed the Strait of Gibraltar, she visited Ceuta for fresh water supply and for bunkering. After fresh water and bunker supply, the ship Bratstvo sailed from Ceuta for Odessa on the 18th of September 1984. When the ship passed the port gates, she changed course to 98 degrees and speed was 14.0 knots. Weather was favorable and visibility at night was good, about 4 miles. Meanwhile, a Soviet nuclear-powered submarine, Victor-class submarine, NATO classification Victor 1, passed the Strait of Gibraltar at 60 meters depth. At 19:45 on the 18th of September 1984, the commander checked the submarine's position and handed over the watch to the chief officer. It was necessary to surface for a communications session. When Bratstvo ship's clock showed 23:33 local time on the 18th of September, a terrible concussion occurred suddenly. As per members of the Captain V. Demchenko, it was comparable to the explosion due to the very powerful shake. Bratstvo collided with the Soviet submarine K-53 of Victor, the first class, in position latitude 35° 55' north and longitude 005° min west, at the exit from the Gibraltar Strait into the Alboran Sea. On the 18th and 19th of September 1984, the ship was towed to Algeciras to cut for scrap. This information was posted via internet by Ukrainian seamen after the Soviet Union disintegration and Russia and Ukraine opportunity in 2000 to 2010s, but English-language sources mentioned until 2015 that the ship Bratstvo had to visit Algeciras port due to explosion in engine room and nothing about the collision until this collision was mentioned in a Wikipedia article. Leninsky Komsomol class of cargo ships. Only from 2015 the English internet sources commenced to correct own information about this collision. It is necessary to follow Soviet Russian sources and Ukrainian seamen forums to understand clear what happened, and the situation became more clear after the seamen forums as they wrote accurate information as witnesses. There are three parties which describe this incident differently. The master and crew of the ship Bratstvo are one party and the captain of the submarine and Soviet Navy commander on another side, and separately the ratings of the submarine have another opinion. The ship was decommissioned in March 1985. The ship was scrapped in Algeciras, Spain in 1985. Crew: Anatoly Matveyevich Romanov was the staff master of the ship Bratstvo. He died in 2011. Viktor Snisarenko worked on this ship from the 1969 to 1983 and during this period passed from junior deck officer to master of this ship. Vladimir Filipovich Demchenko was the captain of the ship Bratstvo in 1984 when the collision occurred.